This is exactly right.
The Hulu original series Furious is now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+.
Starring Emmy Rossum as Alice Black, Furious follows a rookie FBI agent on the hunt for Catherine, played by Lola Pettigrew, a mysterious and calculating female serial killer.
While Alice upholds justice, Catherine kills for it, terrorizing the rich and powerful men of New York in her pursuit of vengeance.
With secrets that change everything, Alice discovers there's a thin line between hunter and prey.
Watch the Hulu original series Furious.
Now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus for bundle subscribers. Terms apply.
Goodbye.
If you're thinking about your bra all day, you're probably wearing the wrong bra.
If you're ready for a bra that's designed to support you, not distract you, there's Honeylove.
Honeylove is an independent, female-founded brand with products designed by women who actually wear them. Treat yourself to the most advanced bras and shapewear on the market.
Use our exclusive link to save 20% off Honeylove at honeylove.com/MFM.
That's honeylove.com/MFM.
After you check out, they'll ask where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them we sent you.
Experience the new standard in comfort and support with Honeylove.
Goodbye.
Hey, everybody. Here's the thing about other home security systems. They're all designed for after the window breaks, after someone's inside, after you get the notification, after the police come. SimpliSafe is the first system designed for before, stopping a break-in before it even begins.
That's right. Unlike traditional security systems that only alert you after a break-in is already underway, SimpliSafe is designed to help prevent the crime before it starts. Their cameras can detect suspicious activity at the perimeter and alert live U.S.-based agents. Then SimpliSafe's agents assess the threat, intervene, speak through the camera to scare off the intruders, and call for 911 dispatch.
That's right, and SimpliSafe has been protecting your world for 20 years, everybody. So celebrate their anniversary and save 60% on your new SimpliSafe system at simplisafe.com/stuff. That's 60% off, you guys, at simplisafe.com/stuff. Plus, when you order, write in our show name and the How Did You Hear About Us survey to let them know that we sent you. Don't forget, there's no safe like SimpliSafe.
Hello.
And welcome
to Rewind with Karen and Georgia, our new series where each week we head back to 2016 or wherever the fuck and reflect on the days of yore.
That's right. We will be providing case updates on the cases that we originally covered way back when. We will be giving correction corners because, of course, that never ends. The mistakes never end. The corrections never end. And then we'll just explain to you those really confusing inside jokes like stay out of the forest.
Like, where did that even come from?
Oh, my God. It was a part where someone was in the forest and a bad thing happened, and then we said stay out of the forest. Now the code is cracked.
Finally. Today we're going to go back to the 11th episode, which, as we did back then, we named after the number, and it's called What the Helleven.
Love it. I love that one.
This episode came out on Thursday, April 7th, 2016, and we had topics back then, and this one, for some reason, never again, cannibals.
I mean, we were trying to be thematic.
Yeah.
We were finding our space. We were finding our format.
Right.
And
truly two of the worst cases ever.
Especially like not realizing that if we talk about them together, it's going to be just a terrible couple hours.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
But you guys listened, and you're about to listen.
You listened to us being totally repulsed and freaked out. And this is a great example of what this podcast has been like. We have an idea. We think we're being cute. We go to do the idea. It's so not any of those things. Mm-hmm. And then people start letting us know how we did it wrong. And we keep it up.
What also this podcast is about, though, I will say, is that it's us sitting around talking to our friends about horrible, horrible things and feeling more connected, a little lighter, and a little less like I can't sleep at night because all I think about is this. It's like, so can my friends can't either. And we talked about it. We got it all out there in the open, which is the only way I can fucking deal with anxiety is get it all out there.
Yeah.
And we did it.
Kind of like we all know these stories, but this is how we feel, which might be how you feel.
Right.
Instead of just that kind of true crime fan projection people put on true crime fans, quote unquote, which is that they enjoy it or they love it. And it's like, you don't understand.
No. And I think that maybe at episode 11, we were like kind of hitting that stride of understanding that like, it's not like us driving by a car accident in a car by ourselves. It's us driving by in a bus full of people like us. And
going, don't look, I have to look.
I have to look. Tell me what's there. I'm not going to look. If I look really quickly, it's not like it's looking.
Oh, I hate this episode.
Okay.
Well, come hate it with us. Grab your sister-in-law, your old babysitter, or your voter registration volunteer.
Hey.
I love that Erin put that in there.
I know.
And invite them all to listen along because now we can all be day one listeners.
All right, let's go. Let's listen to the intro to episode 11, What the Helleven.
We're recording a podcast?
We're recording a pod.
Everybody clear your throat.
What's your name?
My name's Karen Kilgariff.
That's cool.
What's your name?
Georgia Hardstark.
And what are we here to do?
Talk about Moira.
Let's do accents the whole time.
Lucky. That's all I got.
I'll do British.
Okay.
I'm going to have to slide into it. It's going to take a while. I really have to concentrate. Hello, Governor. What do you got? A murder for me? Shoot. Hi, everybody.
Hi, welcome to My Favorite Murder with This is Karen and Georgia.
And we're here to talk about your favorite murders and ours.
Yep.
That's what we
ours.
do. If you just found this randomly, if you were just entering random words on iTunes and you found our podcast, welcome. You might bum out.
You might get bummed out. There are...
or you might fall in love.
You might fall in love with murder. Trigger warning. Should we do trigger warning?
Yep.
Murder, clearly, if you didn't figure that one out.
And peanuts. Peanut warning.
Peanut.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not this again.
Oh, no.
There's also several large penises in this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Keep your eye peeled.
Okay, so before we get into this week's favorite murder.
Oh, Georgia's got some papers. She's got some serious business over there.
Well, I want to discuss. Okay, so we have a Facebook group for My Favorite Murder that is unbelievably awesome.
Pretty great.
2,200 people now.
Wow.
This is our 11th episode. I mean, like, have 22 people. Nope. 2,200 people in. And for the most part, they're cool. I had to kick a guy out. This week. He was being a creeper. He was being a creep.
Is it the guy that posted the thing about how to check yourself for ovarian cancer?
What?
Did you see that?
I think it was probably him. He posted like, hey, you guys like beards? Or like, what do you do if a guy's following you at night? Like really inappropriate.
Oh.
It wasn't like, it was just weird.
Yes.
And the majority of the people in the group are female. And they were all like, hey, Georgia, can you kick this guy out?
Yeah.
So I kicked him off. And then someone wrote something about like politics. And I deleted their post, but I didn't delete them. So.
Oh, because you just didn't want to have it be a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wrote a thing like, let's just talk about murder, everyone.
Yeah. We're not there to have it all turn into anything really, except for a forum for what everybody's creepy, funny interest is.
It's funny that in a Facebook group, writing and talking about murder, I have to be like, you're inappropriate. You have to be so inappropriate to get kicked out of a fucking murder group.
Yeah. Well, but the other thing too, what I found, and I was on there for a little while, and then I told Georgia the story of how I'm so afraid because I went back to Facebook and I don't want them to alert all my lunatic, like
we need you back.
People that I went to camp with who made me leave in the first place.
Yeah. Karen's back.
I was afraid it was going to go through all my email addresses and just be like, yeah, guess what, everybody? So I tried to change my email. Anyway, what ended up happening is I got locked out of my own new Facebook
I've done that
thing.
Sucks.
So it bums me out because I was on there for like 3 days going crazy. I mean, like I wanted to comment on what everybody was talking about.
I have liked, it's getting overwhelming, but there's so many there's so much great shit and you can just like post one little thing and everyone just writes stuff.
And people are so funny and smart. See, that's the thing is that like, I think maybe a creeper or an outsider of any kind, it just shows immediately because everybody's just on task.
Totally.
Man or woman. everybody there is there to have very specific types of conversations, and they're not even all about murder.
No, and they know their shit. Like one person will be like, you get a lot of posts saying like, what was the murder that triggered it for you and that made you obsessed with it? Or what was, the hometown murder thing is people are obsessed with that.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of really smart questions and then really smart answers.
It's great.
And I think, as soon as some guy was like writing something that clearly had nothing to do with it, people were annoyed.
Well, and also that's like a weird dude that walks up to you and your friends at a bar of like, hey, what do you guys think of beards? Where it's like, we think go fuck yourself.
Yeah. And they don't get it.
Yeah.
I've had those. I'm not nice about that anymore. You comfy?
Yes. Well, I realized that I was I was perpendicular to you, like looking at you out of the corner of my eye.
That's how I like to talk to people.
It's kind of, I wasn't trying to be coy.
Oh, so I didn't tell you this. I am listening to, and I know you are too, You Must Remember This podcast about Charlie Manson.
Yes.
It's like a 7-part.
It's a 7-parter. The last episode I listened to was Dennis Wilson.
I'm listening to that right now.
Oh, I love it. How many celebrity name drops are in that?
So many.
It's hilarious. It's like Angela Lansbury's daughter hung out with the Charles Manson family and like would charge food on her mom's credit card until Angela Lansbury was like, cancel the card, get the hell out of there.
Do you ever reconcile that you thought Charlie Manson was cool? Like, do you ever reconcile, like
Yes.
Anne Rule thinking that Ted Bundy was a nice guy? I don't think you ever can trust yourself again. Or is it like a compartmentalized thing?
No, you can't. Here's why I think you could. First of all, Angela Lansbury's daughter was very young. She was probably in her early 20s, if not teens.
Okay.
So you get a pass if you're young and dumb and it's summertime and you're probably on acid.
Yeah.
Anybody with long hair and like a weird take on life is going to be interesting to you, I bet.
It's funny how in past episodes you and I have been like, how close have you been to getting murdered? And you're like, one time I walked to my car alone, and like Angela Lansbury's daughter was like, well, I used to fucking take acid with Charlie Manson.
I chilled out with Charlie Manson for a summer before I went to Europe. But Anne Rule has like the perfect excuse because Ted Bundy was the ultimate.
Yeah.
You had to really hang out with Ted Bundy before you caught on that something weird was happening.
Yeah.
He had his act down pat.
Good for him.
So what's she supposed to, I mean, he acted like he cared about her. He wasn't like a creep to Anne Rule. He was sweet to her.
Do you kind of wish, like, standing in front of us right now, we're like, okay, let's say there's like 5 dudes and one of them is sociopath. Do you think after talking to them for like, you get to ask each one 3 questions.
Yeah.
Do you think you could pick out which one is a sociopath?
I think, well, sociopaths are hard though because their whole game in life is to win, to beat people, to be.
Right.
So they want to trick you. They're going to do anything they can to not get found out.
But I would think that the nicest dude or the most normal seeming dude would be the sociopath. And they're like, no, dude, the emo kid in the corner
So
is
do
like,
you accuse Vince of being a sociopath all the time?
No, because he's nice, but he's not a pushover.
Oh, got it.
Yeah. But that reminds me. Okay. I put up in the Facebook group, because remember a couple episodes ago, we talked about how you hate 911 calls.
Yes.
And we talked about how when a husband kills his wife and then calls 911 and pretends like he didn't do it.
Yeah.
And I was like, can you guess which one was real and which one wasn't?
And I said I could, right?
Yeah. And so we have to wait till Dustin's recording us next time, because Dustin's not here, because I need someone to play. I don't want to listen. I want us both to play. I got a bunch of people to fucking put 911 calls in the comments of our Facebook group.
So we can actually play the game that we made up?
Yeah. So
God
we're going to have
bless
Dustin
you,
pick.
listeners.
I mean, it sounds like the worst game in the history of the world.
Should we wait till Halloween? Or
Yes.
some terrible holiday that's scary?
Listen, there was enough that we could do it every fucking day of our lives, which is so fucked up.
I don't want to.
I don't either, but we have to for science podcasting.
Here's the thing though, because when you listen to a person talk like that, it sends alarm bells.
Yeah.
It's like very, I want to say reptilian, but it's like, it's
Adrenaline.
innate, it's old. It's like alarm bells go off of like, if a man shrieks, that's an unnatural sound.
Definitely.
They're not supposed to make that sound.
I feel like we're going to have to both close our eyes, give ourselves,
Lay down on the ground,
kill ourselves, and then listen to them.
and then put some stuff in our ears.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds
And
like
then
a terrible,
not do
horrible,
it.
hilarious game that I might do one round
Okay,
of.
we'll have Dustin pick 3 out. One of them will be real, so we don't have to listen to too many real ones.
Perfect.
Okay.
Nice.
They're never real. And everyone kills their wives.
It's a very common practice.
What else?
Oh, I was going to say last week I called that podcast the Crime Garage about 90 times. It's called the True Crime Garage.
And
which
they
is
commented
logical.
and we're like, hey guys.
Did they comment?
Didn't you see? Yeah, I think it was them.
I was locked out. Remember? Locked out of Facebook?
No. On our Twitter. My favoriter at Twitter. Twitter?
They talked to us directly?
Yeah.
I have been off social media because of this goddamn job.
This goddamn awesome job you have.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not McDonald's. Yeah, they commented and were like,
did they say get our name right? Were they mad?
They were like, lol, thank you.
Oh,
They
nice.
were cool. They were cool.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank God.
Yeah.
Jesus. Wow, we have a real reach. Speaking of which, we found out.
Oh my God.
Dustin sent us a picture. Go ahead.
You do it.
He sent us a little screen grab, and we are number 75 on the iTunes podcast list.
Comedy podcast list.
Is it comedy?
Yeah. Which is fucking huge.
It's humongous.
We've done this once a week for 11 weeks. That's not a lot.
Thank you so much, you guys. Here's what I love is when people, I now only can see it on Twitter because I've been locked out of Facebook. Goddamn Facebook. But on Twitter, what I love is when people are like, you would like this. And
Yes.
it's our, listeners recommending and telling people.
Tell a friend. Always tell a friend.
Everybody's doing a lot of great, it's like we got a street team.
Totally.
People are doing
Dustin
great
was
work.
telling me that the way you get your numbers up and the way you get in those lists is people rating and reviewing and then downloading too, but you have to download from iTunes to get those numbers.
Oh, okay.
But like if you
They're
have
doing it,
for
clearly.
like Apple,
Shit.
so if you have
Yeah,
a podcast thing, which I do.
So they register it.
Yeah. So,
Well, thank you for doing it, everybody.
Thanks guys.
It's really exciting and a huge compliment.
For a podcast with two female hosts, neither of which are married to big podcasting bigwigs, comedy bigwigs. No offense to those who are.
Careful, Flame War.
Do I need to edit that out?
I don't think so. It just depends on how you meant it.
Or have a famouser male comedian on the podcast with them?
Look at the end of the day, two girls who are talking about the one thing that they thought they weren't allowed to talk about, which is
Totally.
loving murder.
Totally.
And it's working out nice. We're glad that people like it.
Did I just flame war so hard?
You did not. There's so many people that could have been.
I know.
Truly.
And I don't care.
And we're back here in 2024?
Here in good old 2024.
We were so proud that the Facebook group had 2,200 people in it.
I still think that's so many.
It was. It is.
It's wild. And I had to kick someone out for the first time for being creepy. And then I guess also for talking about politics, which is hilarious considering now where we are.
Yes.
Like, I don't think we realized how political we would get or were or are. We just thought it was normal. Like, well, yeah, we're fucking liberal as shit. That's not political.
But also, I think there are men on the internet, or I should just say people on the internet, who women talking and expressing their opinion without trying to be attractive in any way is political, which I didn't grow up that way. I'm from Northern California.
Yeah.
It was hippie, Montessori,
Totally.
Like,
Ditto.
girls are the same as boys.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not my reality at all.
Absolutely. My mom, bless her heart, however she is now, she raised me very, very liberal. So I think she hit her head at some point in the late 90s, early 2000s. But yeah, I'm proud of that. I'm proud that we do that. It's funny when people are like, stick to true crime. And it's like, well, true crime actually is kind of political if you think about it,
Here's my thing. All the stick to people, why don't they stick to just being in their fucking house? Or make the thing you want to make that argues with it. But don't come on here and tell these podcasters or anybody, like, stick to music.
Yeah.
Stick to whatever. It's like, shut the fuck up.
Life has become politics because every fucking law affects you in some way, whether you're a fucking musician or a podcaster or an actor or a fucking accountant. You should be political a little bit.
Stick to whatever blank is a troll's move. And then normal people learn it from trolls to go, oh, this is how I make people not care about a thing. But guess what?
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way.
If only politicians were political, this would be a fucking...
We'd be fucked.
This would be the fucking Nazi Germany. Like, that's the point.
Also, I do remember the 80s and 90s were only politicians, and then a couple weirdos were political.
Right.
And everybody else was like, it's their job to do it, and no one else is going to get involved.
Right.
Let's let Ronald Reagan run the country.
Right.
He's an ex-actor, and he knows best for us.
Yeah.
We are now sitting and living in the result of that.
Yeah. Let's not do that. Oh, no, we got political.
Oh, shit.
We got to delete our Facebook.
We were forced to be political.
Let's see. I'm listening to the podcast, You Must Remember This, about Charles Manson, which is still one of our fave podcasts.
Yeah.
If you're into that, I would also recommend the book that came out not too long ago called Chaos by Tom O'Neill, which is one of the most interesting Manson-related pieces of work I've ever read. And I was not that interested anymore. I thought I knew everything there was to know. This is like deep dive, like CIA,
Ooh.
Also the Beach Boys, like fucking Terry Melcher, like deep dive conspiracy theory Manson stuff. So I highly recommend the book Chaos.
Chaos, okay.
Yeah. And so you mentioned that you have 2 jobs. I remember this because it was very, speaking of chaos, you had 2 jobs during this time. What jobs were those?
Here's the thing. My new friend Georgia was like, do you want to start a podcast? And I was like, yeah, sure, because all I do is work. So it would actually be nice to do something fun.
You're going to come over anyways. We might as well record it.
Right, exactly. We're going to have stellar conversations. Other people are going to want to listen to this. But at the time, and I can't remember, and I'm sure I blocked out a lot of this, but I'm pretty sure I was working on Talk Show, the Game Show, which is Guy Branum hosted this amazing game show where you had to go on and play like you're on a talk show. And I was one of the judges, and I was also one of the producers on it, whatever. And so I had already done it the previous season, and so I went back to do it. And then also I was wrapping up a staff writing job on basically a sitcom, a network sitcom.
So light lifting.
You know, not too much work, but it was great because I was getting away from work. And what I actually was doing was signing up for what turned out to be so much. I mean, and we elected to do this podcast like homework
We
podcast.
didn't, but as you can see by the beginning episodes, we didn't think it'd be homework. We thought, like, oh my God, do you remember that one little thing about John Bonet? Well,
right.
That's all.
And then we realized you cannot talk like this.
No.
You have to do this correctly. You have to be accurate. You have to, all these things that truly we didn't realize. And it was like, oh, good. Now I have a third job.
Yeah. But we wanted to. We could have given up then and been like, oh, this is too much work. But
almost did.
Almost did many times. But it was so 2,200 fucking Facebook people. Like,
we can't let 2,200 people down.
Oh, and also, we reached number 75 on the iTunes Comedy Podcast charts, which you didn't give a shit about, but I thought it was the most fucking exciting. I still think 75 on iTunes Comedy Podcast charts. That's big fucking time. You're just nodding and shaking your head now.
Well,
I love it.
I was raised in the comedy environment where either you're number one or you don't talk about it because you have to beat everyone all the time, and it's just one big vicious foot race.
Yeah.
But also I was just like, that's nice. Like, it was just that kind of thing where I couldn't really enjoy anything.
Let's just sit in it. We don't have to talk about it.
I can't tell you guys how many times Georgia would like hold her phone up excitedly and just be like, look, and it'd just be a new thing. Or I'd be like, cool. Okay, let's just get this over.
Or you'd get mad at me, like, don't look at that. Like, don't get excited.
Because then you're affected by what you're seeing, and you're starting to take it as fact, and then being like, we have to change the show because they said we have to. And that's the worst.
I mean, I'm still affected by those charts. I'm still going to go ahead and say that it's actually now about you commenting and rate, review, subscribing. It's really about that. So thank you guys for doing that. That's why we were there.
That's right.
And we really fucking appreciate it. I wanted to do a what the fuck Georgia corner where I said something how amazing it was for 2 female hosts to be on that chart because neither of us are married to podcast bigwigs. I remember saying it because I've thought about it throughout the years. And I just saw that because I know it sounds like I'm talking shit on Kulop Velisak, who I fucking think is amazing and I love her.
Everyone loves her.
So talented.
We love her.
On her own.
But you know what? This is a lot like when I started episode 1 and I called my sister's friend Adrian like prissy or something, which is totally inaccurate. I was kind of trying to find a concept.
Yeah.
And I think you were just doing something, and then in retrospect, we realized that is a person specifically that no one feels that way about.
I don't feel that way. Her podcast is, of course, Add to Cart. Make sure you listen to it. She's so talented. And so I just want to correct that. What is it, 11 years later? No.
I know.
8 years later.
This is, I mean, right now I just want to take a moment to say we're very brave for fucking doing this because this is hard. And also, and I've said this before, but it's like if you walked around and recorded every conversation that you had and then just posted it somewhere so the public could tell you how wrong you are, you would be like, I would never do that. That's crazy.
Right.
And we've been doing it for 8.5 years.
So like fucking kudos to us.
So fuck you, except for the 2,200 people that were on the Facebook page.
They were the ones. They are the ones who stuck by us. Let's get into Karen's horrible, terrible, really fucked up story. It's the Cannibal Bus killer. I had never heard of the story before you told it. I wish I had never heard of it. But you should stay and listen.
Yeah.
Don't not listen. Here we go.
The Hulu original series Furious is now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+. From Liz Merriweather, the Emmy-nominated executive producer of Dying for Sex and The Dropout, comes a gripping psychological thriller.
Starring Emmy Rossum, Furious follows Alice Black, a rookie FBI agent on the hunt for Catherine, a mysterious and calculating female serial killer.
It's Alice's first case on the job, and she's already bitten off more than she can chew.
While Alice believes justice is achieved through law enforcement, Catherine has lost all faith in the legal system.
She's taken it upon herself to terrorize the rich and powerful men of New York in her pursuit of vengeance.
As Alice and Catherine's twisted game of cat and mouse unfolds, the lines between good and evil and right and wrong begin to blur.
With shocking crimes, tangled relationships, and secrets that change everything, Alice discovers there's a thin line between hunter and prey.
Watch the Hulu original series, Furious.
Now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus for bundle subscribers. Terms apply.
Goodbye.
Some flavors will always make you smile.
And with Kachava's new cinnamon French toast flavor, you can enjoy the taste of your favorite childhood breakfast without the sugar crash.
Kachava is an all-in-one nutrition shake that comes in so many delicious flavors, including the brand new cinnamon French toast.
It's made with real cinnamon bark for the richest, deepest, most authentic flavor.
And just 2 scoops provide complete nutrition your body craves with protein, fiber, greens, and so much more.
Kachava provides clean nutrition to fuel wherever your day takes you. No fillers, no nonsense. Okay, the Exactly Right Media office has all become obsessed with Kachava because they keep sending us these amazing boxes of all the flavors, and everyone kind of fights over it now. So we got this new flavor in, and I mean, there was like a line to try it. It's pretty great.
We're real believers in the whole Kachava line, so treat yourself to a childhood favorite.
Go to Kachava.com and use code MFM for 15% off your first order.
That's Kachava, Kachava.com, code MFM. Go to Kachava.com and use code MFM for 15% off your first order.
Goodbye.
Bye. There's always a point in the day when your feet decide they've had enough.
Especially if you've been running errands, traveling, or my favorite, just standing around.
And that's where Reef comes in.
Reef has been known for comfort since the 1980s. While many people think of their sandals first, they now make comfortable everyday shoes as well.
Like women's Neptune, a lightweight, everyday slip-on shoe with a crush-back heel so you can wear it traditionally or step on the heel and wear it like a slide.
It's lightweight and breathable, which makes a noticeable difference if you're on your feet for long stretches.
You know, we got some of these shoes.
I know, they're so cute.
They're super cute, but they are really lightweight. You don't think about that. Sometimes when I'm wearing like this heavy running shoes, they weigh your feet down. And these Reef ones are like super kicky and comfortable.
Check out the Neptune on reef.com. That's REEF, and redeem 15% off your first purchase.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Karen, it's your turn.
Is it my turn to go first this week?
If you want, I'm happy to if you don't.
Guys, this week, our theme is cannibalism.
Which I think I didn't realize how rough it was going to be.
And I kind of touched on it last week with the Vampire
You
Sacramento, but what I realized in reading is, yes, it's rough. It's super gross.
I have something to read you.
And there's all different kinds.
I have something to read Karen about when I was like, I don't know about cannibalism. and you texted me back. Hold on, let me see here. I said, what if we were talking about, maybe it'll be cannibalism. And I said, what if the theme is, what if they're innocent? And you wrote, I feel like cannibalism would be easier for me. I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah, I didn't want to have to do a bunch of
Yeah.
will they, won't they? What I enjoy is when you know for a fact someone has murdered 12 children.
They were caught with human flesh in their oven.
Some horrible, I like deep horror as opposed to could he be in jail?
Yeah.
And that's just sad. But also I meant it because it's I basically off the top of my head was well, there's classic Albert Fish. everybody, you know, that's that thing of like, he's an all-star. So,
And there's Dahmer. Everyone knows Dahmer.
everybody knows Dahmer. And if you haven't heard last podcast on the left's Dahmer, I think it's a 3-part series, 2 or 3-part. It's very perfectly researched, of course, Marcus Parks, but also hilariously funny.
I gotta say, about speaking of, we were talking about You Must Remember This and Dahmer, I don't care about either of those cases.
Manson or Dahmer?
I'm really bored by You Must Remember This. I know that's
As a
inflammatory.
podcast?
As a
You're
story.
flaming out tonight.
As a story.
You're just like,
I know, like, I don't like anything but when children get murdered.
No. I 100% agree with you that somebody, I think on Twitter recommended the You Must Remember This
Right.
Manson series. And my sass remark back immediately was, I don't like hippies. It's someone that I know or talk to, so it
Fair
wasn't like
enough.
too mean.
Yeah.
But that's my thing is that, Charles Manson it's just random. And then Jeffrey Dahmer is just like one guy being gross. And
Yeah.
I like more of a planny, processy, a true serial killer. Well, I guess he was in that way, but like, as I've said a million times, I tend more toward like Seven, the movie Seven, where it's like notebooks, weird shit hung in your apartment.
Obsessive.
Well, he had shit all over his
I guess
apartment.
I'm less interested in serial killers these days than I am in either one-off murders or even multiple murders, but not a serial killer. I just don't think I'm as interested anymore in that as much as people who fucking snap. I guess sociopaths and psychopaths bore me because there's no explanation. There's no like understanding them. I hate being so far away from, I hate saying I don't understand at all how they could have done that. I want like I've been pissed off or I've been with this person who is a psychopath. Like I understand.
That's fascinating because I'm exactly the opposite.
That's why this is a perfect fucking duo.
Hello, yin and yang.
Take a shot. Karen just saying something.
I have to do it. It's one of my
love it.
oldest habits.
I love it.
I guess I like the psychological, what the hell is going on? And people don't really have the answer. I like the fact that the human brain is such a mystery.
Yeah.
And what's behind everything.
I don't like when the trial is open and close. I want it to be so complicated and so insane and weird and circumstantial and this and that we don't really know completely. And also it was like a temporary insanity or, which I don't believe in at all, but
Right. I also like when we were talking about the staircase, stories like that. And if you haven't seen The Staircase, it's a documentary series. It's amazing. And you should definitely see it if you care about true crime because it's got everything.
Yeah.
What I love about it is it's something great to talk about. Like everyone I know has a completely different opinion and there's still new stuff coming in. The thing about the blood spatter expert just being a complete fraud is amazing. And it's like, the story's always developing.
Well, that's why
that.
I did like the jinx is that he killed circumstantially. He killed because the circumstances demanded it.
Yes.
His wife was going to leave him. His neighbor was going to snitch on him.
Mm-hmm.
His best friend was figuring his
gonna
shit
snitch on him,
out.
yeah.
So he had to kill, he didn't clearly, but I love that person's brain thought these ways. He wasn't a psychopath who enjoyed murder. It was like this, he's such a fucking narcissist that was the means to the end.
But I think you could argue he did enjoy some of it because he was so tricky when he killed the woman who was his good friend. I can't remember her name now. That whole thing where he flew into like northern California and drove down. So it's like, I wasn't in Los Angeles. Like,
but just the fact, he shot her in the back of the head, meaning he couldn't look her in the face when he killed her.
True.
Because there were emotions there.
Yeah, he knew her and he had grown up with her.
Totally.
What a creep.
He walked her down the aisle when she got married.
Shit.
Yeah. So he, like little things like that, it's not like those little things I think are so the serial killers, like even Ted Bundy, which I read all about when I was like 14 and like serial killer, like occult shit. But then got older and was like, this isn't how life is. Life is ugly and weird and creepy and spur of the moment, and you make
and Ted Bundy's beautiful.
Ted And Ted Bundy is calculated.
Oh, yes. Like organized.
Right.
Yes, yes, yes. I get it.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And wait, what about cannibalism?
Oh, I guess I was saying, like, in the first pass of looking at all the choices we had, and I know people were posting, so if whatever you find here, if it does or does not satisfy you, go to our Facebook page, because people started posting stories what they like. And that's always a great thing too, is that no matter what happens here, there's a bunch of options on the Facebook page.
Yeah. And sometimes we'll have our murder, but the thing that either Karen and I are focusing on is a part of it that we find interesting.
Yeah.
Like we're not going to tell you from start to finish the murder.
We can't do a
sometimes.
7-part series. We don't have the attention span.
I'm sorry, what?
But I was going to say,
do you see how cute my cat is?
I do.
Oh, I'm sorry. You were serious. I thought we were both joking.
No, I was just going to say, I love You Must Remember This, because those ones that are like fully produced, she's got music cues, her speaking
Excellent
voice
writing.
is perfect. The writing is amazing.
Beautiful.
I just keep thinking of how she's taking so much research and making it a fascinating story.
She is doing a great fucking job.
Yeah.
I just don't care about Manson. But I'm going to listen to the whole thing because it's still
I didn't
history.
I didn't think I cared about Manson. I started listening to it because I had a long drive home one night, and I was like, I'm not going to listen to the radio. And by the end of the first episode, I was like, I am in this. I want to hear whatever you have to tell me, because she folds in all the Angela Lansbury shit that you didn't even know was in there in the first place.
The connections and like why he came to LA, which is like, I didn't know why he came to Los Angeles, and like what a fucking little, where he met a lot of the Manson followers.
Yeah.
Well, but the podcast I love even more because there's no explanation and it's empty, is Someone Knows Something. Did you listen to the new episode?
No, I'm not caught up.
My Lord.
Are you mad at me?
No, that was I can't deal with this podcast sigh because it's so good.
Oh, don't tell me anything.
I'm not going to tell you,
Okay.
but you need to listen to listen. If you haven't listened to Someone Knows Something, listen from the very beginning. It's the whole season is about one story, and it's fucking incredible.
It's really good. Oh, also I was going to say, people were talking for the 4 minutes I was on the Facebook page. I'm just going to keep harping on it, like as if I got kicked out on a personal level. But
I did write a letter to Facebook. It was like, can you get this bitch out of here?
Dear Facebook. There, at one point, there was a whole thread about people liking or not liking certain podcasts. And I actually made this comment, but I don't think it ended up on there, which has started my problem of how I ended up getting kicked off. But, what I was saying is, this is kind of the beauty of it. There's a million true crime podcasts to listen to. And it really is like having to sit with people for an hour. So like, I remember there was a guy on the Facebook page that talked about how he didn't love our female ramblings. And I could not stop laughing because I was like,
said that?
Yeah, but it was like, it was as if he liked it anyway, where I was like, well, what the fuck else is there of not female ramblings on this fucking podcast?
Our ramblings of being scared of being murdered when we're walking down the street.
But still, my point is that everybody's looking for a certain thing in a podcast. And so, like, I love Last Podcast on the Left because it's all the comedy I love. I adore Henry Zabrowski. Then you've got all this fucking research. So you're really there's so much takeaway.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many choices. So, we know that that when you fly, you have a lot of choices in the air, and thank you for flying with us.
It is nice that like we talk about, I do like that we talk about other podcasts and how much we like them and we promote them because we're not the only ones. We're doing something very specific, I think.
Yeah. And
So even like, I guess lore, someone did, last week mine was Who Put Bella in the Witch Elm, and I think they did it too.
last week?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
So, but
People love lore. I keep hearing about
yeah,
that
I do
one.
too. But I guarantee it's not the same thing that we did. And ours is probably
No. All right.
and people love your Banksy comment, by the way.
Which was, what was
That
it?
people were doing graffiti about Who Put Bella in the Witch Elm, and you go, that's where Banksy started.
Jesus.
Oh, you. Okay,
All right,
Karen.
so let's get into cannibalism. No, let's keep on talking about podcasting instead of actually doing it. That's what's really interesting. So I'm basically saying that when I looked, it's like Albert Fish, check. We've heard about it. We know about it. He's a fucking creepy old man. Then there was the guy.
I did Albert.
Did you really?
No, yes, go on.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. But I'm sure it's going to be great.
Okay, go ahead.
Shit, sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
Now I'm afraid to say my second example. But I'm just saying my thinking.
Yeah.
I was trying to be exciting.
I get it.
You went classic.
I did go classic.
You did a classic. What I was saying is I didn't feel like doing the serious homework because Albert Fish killed fucking 400 people.
Yeah, there was a lot of info. So I summarized.
Okay, good. I went, which I think you might like because this is what you were just saying you like. Kind of a one-hit wonder killer.
Dig it.
It's the Cannibal Bus killer from Manitoba. And this was a thing that I remember. It happened in 2008. When it came on the news, I was by myself in my house, of course, and I was staring at the TV like, what is happening? And so here in a nutshell, if you've never heard it, it's insane. On a Greyhound bus, and they were going between Manitoba and Brandon, which I believe is a very small town, and it's a very long space between the two cities.
So
from what
not
I
a lot of
gathered.
places to stop and get food.
Exactly.
So you're hungry.
It's just all these people on this bus. And at noon, a man named Vincent Lee got on the bus, and he went and he sat next to a guy named Tim McLean. Tim was asleep, wearing headphones, listening to music. He's a carnival worker, and he was 22.
Oh, fuck.
And at some point, an hour into the trip, at first Lee was sitting up near the front, near the bus driver, and then he went back and sat next to McLean. Then he pulled out a machete.
No.
He started stabbing him.
Don't.
And he began to decapitate him.
Have you ever seen a machete?
No, in real life.
Aren't those like really big?
They're quite large. He had a concealed machete on his person.
So he begins to decapitate him.
So the bus driver, everyone, of course, now this is me filling in the blank, I would imagine started screaming.
Sure.
Right?
But you could probably do that quietly.
Oh my God. Yeah, or like the staring where you can't scream because you can't take in what's happening.
He could probably stab him, machete him quietly.
Oh, no. No, he didn't.
He didn't.
No, because he was standing.
Okay, he's one crazy.
And everyone was around. You know what I mean? Like it's a bus filled with people.
Okay.
The bus driver pulls over, opens the door, everyone runs off. The chronology didn't seem clear to me, but it sounded like a couple of the men and the bus driver tried to go back to do something about it.
That's what I was going to say, yeah.
And, the killer had decapitated him and was holding his head up.
He was already decapitated.
And so they got off the bus.
Was he decapitated? But was his head off before he died?
You die. Once you cut that jugular, it goes very quickly. Okay. And also he was stabbed in the chest and in the neck.
I fucking hate cannibals. I hate this topic.
It's a terrible fucking topic. Okay. So, and this is, I think, the worst of. I went as bad as you can go.
I did too.
Yeah, yours is horrible. So let me get through mine so we can get to yours.
Sorry.
But no. So, they close the bus doors and, and barricade it somehow. I think someone said that they threw up like a crowbar or something so that the bus doors wouldn't open. The fucking guy, Vincent Lee, holds out the decapitated head, and there's eyewitness statements that say that he looked completely calm, like nothing was happening, and held it out, and this one guy said dropped it on the ground. I don't know if that meant he held it out of the bus window and dropped it on the ground, but usually Greyhound bus windows don't work like that. So held it out and then dropped it inside the bus or whatever.
And he was completely calm while he was doing this.
Completely calm. And then, started banging his own head against the window really hard over and over. And so what is happening? And this is, as I was putting this together, I was like, cops come. Like this is a one-off. This is, whatever, a crazy attack. Yeah. Like a berserk moment, the end. Yeah. But they're so far out in the middle of nowhere. It takes the cops. This happened. They got on the bus at noon. And the cops showed up at 8:30 at night.
No.
So I think there were a couple, like an hour or so into this trip, But like they had to sit on the side of the
What
road.
would you have done? I would have labored so hard.
Well, yeah, you just fucking go running, but you're out in the middle of the nowhere. And what was that?
I don't know. Someone's getting murdered.
That was a weird.
I think it.
Hopefully, it was laughing.
It was laughing because my neighbors like to play beer pong.
Oh, okay. Fuck.
Yeah, we're fine.
Jesus Christ. So
No, it was a maniacal.
it sounded like a
Cackling.
human-sized chicken.
It was a maniacal human chicken cackling.
And I'm just picturing this. So it's like you're sitting there's a guy having a psychotic episode trapped on the bus. And so as he's either pacing back and forth on the bus or as they say in the Wikipedia article, defiling the body.
Oh, dear.
So I went into a couple
Poor guy. Didn't
articles. I know it's crazy, but it was over for him fast. Let's both
you?
hold
but
on
his
to that.
family, like,
No, it's awful for them. It's terrible.
imagine living your life for 22 years just to be defiled on a Greyhound bus of all places.
I'm sure he did other great stuff though.
Probably.
I mean, to focus on that. But here's the thing. So he's either, cause let's not go too far down that cause it's going to ruin this
Okay.
part where I say
back.
he was either pacing up and down or defiling the body, which meant he poked out the eyes.
Nope.
He was cutting off body parts. When the cops finally got there and they finally it was 1:30 in the morning when they finally tased him because they couldn't figure out how to, at one point, the killer tried to drive the bus away and the bus driver had like one of those things, like a remote making the bus not drive away. You know, those things.
Sure. Were people, do you think people were watching? I feel like I wouldn't watch.
They said that people were sitting huddled on the side of the road, crying and vomiting,
Yeah.
freaking out.
Sounds about right.
But you're like kind of stuck there. I'm sure you're trying not to go away from it and you don't know where this guy's going to go.
Like, are people driving by? Can you hitchhike?
I mean, maybe, but like, you're also in a state of shock. That's like the craziest thing to witness close up. So when they got him off the bus, they had to bag up the body. It was so badly attacked. And his nose, ears, and tongue was in this killer's pockets.
Pockets?
He'd put them in his pockets.
Oh, my Lord.
And he had also been eating him in that period of time. And at one point he started screaming, "I will be on this bus forever."
What did we find out about him?
So it turns out this was a man who had very bad schizophrenia. He was a Chinese immigrant who moved to Canada, who was like a computer engineer in China, moved to Canada, and of course had a bunch of shitty jobs, 3 jobs at a time, doing a lot of traveling. In 2004, he started, and when he was like, I think in his early 30s, he started hearing the quote unquote voice of God. And so he had already been picked up once before for like the voice of God had been telling him to go here and go there. And like the cops picked him up. So, but he didn't know what schizophrenia was. And so he was untreated for any mental problem. So when this came around, he had already been doing a bunch of weird shit. He had the machete on him. He had sold his laptop for $60 to a kid at a bus stop.
Well, that's how you know he's crazy. It's $60.
$60. It was a Dell. But he had become convinced that God wanted him to kill because aliens were going to attack, and it was the only way that people could be saved. The voice had told him that this guy sitting on this bus, he had to be killed to save everybody else.
I mean, how do you argue with that? What reality is subjective.
Yeah, and he has no idea. Like, he's not in anywhere close to reality anymore.
Yeah, there's no break and being like, oh shit, I'm not doing well.
No, he's fully like doing what the voices tell him mode. So that happened in 2008. The most recent article I found was from February 26, 2016. He has been in a mental hospital all this time, and slowly but surely since he's been on this medication. Oh, when he was arrested, he just kept telling people to kill him. So he was like, he knew what he did. He like became aware slowly but surely, or maybe that was in court when he first appeared in court. He said, "You should kill me. I want to die." then I read another interview with him that was from like 2 years ago where someone said, "Are you happy?" And he said, "No." And then he said, "I will never be happy." But the most recent article.
I can live with that. I can live with him never being happy.
Well, how could you be? Yeah. I mean, like, it's a horrifying thing.
Even if you get sane, you have the realization that you did this thing.
Yes.
All right, go on. So
yeah, he's in a prison, but he just won the right to live on his own. And he's changed his name to Will Baker.
Explain my face right now.
Yeah, George's entire face dropped 4 inches when I just said he won the right to live on his own. What? Yeah, in Canada, it's like basically he's slowly but surely, and he's thoroughly monitored. So it just means he doesn't live in a group home.
I just rolled my eyes so hard my head hurts.
I know. You should see these Reddit the conversations that people are having between mentally ill people need to be able to learn to live in reality, and people going, he ate this man's eyes.
And
like,
listen, as
crazy.
someone with like basic run-of-the-mill depression and anxiety, I know that the first instinct when you start taking pills and they work is just that you say, "I'm fine now," and you stop taking them.
Yeah. Yes.
Like that's the instinct.
And with this guy, which several people argued on Reddit, when he stops taking his pills, people get eaten and macheted on a bus.
I can't breathe.
It's crazy. It's very terrible. At the time, Greyhound was running an ad campaign that was, "There's a reason you've never heard of bus rage," and they had to cancel that campaign.
And also bullshit from the beginning. Have you been on a fucking Greyhound?
Yeah, exactly. The Greyhound is one of the scariest ways.
I took one ride in my life, and it was very pleasant. It was from San Francisco to here, but I fucking know how not normal that is.
How old were you?
27.
Because when I was like in 8th grade, I took the Greyhound bus from Petaluma to Ukiah.
Your parents let you do that?
Yeah. I think my mom thought it would be like good experience or whatever, which is like, yeah, you'd think, oh yeah, nothing can happen. Like what would happen? Anything can fucking happen. Anything. I mean, whatever.
Especially when we clearly have known from this podcast from the beginning that everything terrible that has ever happened happens in Northern California.
Yeah, there's like the early meth era.
Oh, totally.
I mean, we did meth before anybody did meth.
Oh man, you and I are like original meth heads.
Which
is why we got over it.
OG meth crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like biker meth.
Totally.
Crazy. And there was also PETA tried to run an ad in the local newspaper about comparing this murder to eating animals. And the newspaper was like, "Go fuck yourself."
Yeah.
Which I love.
Go fuck yourself is like what I'm going to say when someone sneezes from now on.
Go fuck yourself.
Did she just say? She
did not say that to me. And I guess in closing and in summation, if you go read the details of this, what
was his name again, so we can look it up?
His name, the killer's name was Vincent Lee L.I. is how you spell his last name, L.I. But he has legally changed it to Will Baker now. And I'm sure that people there's death threats left, right, and center for this guy. So it's such a terrible scenario. But I feel like I was trying to suss out my feelings on it. It's like, I feel like after you machete and eat a person on a bus, you just don't get to ever leave a mental hospital, even if your pills work.
No.
Even if you're sad.
Totally. Especially if you're sad.
Yeah.
This is, okay, I gotta say, part of the reason I chose Albert Fish is because I didn't want to choose someone who's still alive, because the majority of those people who have fucking done this are out of prison.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to piss off some satanic fucking vampire cannibalist person.
Yeah. That makes sense.
I highly doubt he can get a passport though. So
I feel really guilty about what I said about Albert Fish because I couldn't be more interested.
Oh, I know. I don't care. Okay. I mean, I care.
Are you going to stop texting me? I need you in my life.
I meant that I know that you weren't being negative about it. The reason, is there anything you want to add to that? I'm sorry, I cut you off.
No. No, just, watch out for machetes.
That is a good one-off one because it is interesting that this person they didn't just snap.
No, that's untreated a mental illness, advanced mental illness. If you think God is talking to you, if you think aliens are doing anything, you need pills.
Listen, we all wish aliens and ghosts existed, but you're probably just mentally ill.
It could be that, or look, even if they do or whatever, but if God is telling you stuff, that's when you gotta, like, you really have to go to the doctor. Please.
My cat tells me stuff all the time.
Oh, I'm sure that's fine.
But it's usually
anyway,
sweet
should
stuff.
we stop the podcast now? It's sweet stuff.
Yeah.
Kill your neighbor.
Kill your neighbor.
In the sweetest voice.
I love you. Kill your neighbor.
I mean, just horrible. So I guess I'll start with case updates. So in the episode, I mentioned that Vincent Lee won the right to live on his own. In February of 2017, Manitoba's Criminal Code Review Board granted him an absolute discharge from the facility he was living in. So he now lives independently somewhere in Manitoba, and he's not required to attend annual reviews or abide by conditions or anything.
Canada, can you explain yourself, please?
Well, they can.
Yeah.
I mean, it's rehabilitation.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's that thing of like, I hope that's true and I hope it's working. And it's not wrong to be on the other side of it and go, what if it happens again?
Right.
Like,
But that's not the point of the criminal justice system.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, of course, the witnesses, the people who were on the Greyhound bus that day, describe living with PTSD to this day, which, of course, they are, of course. Tim McLean's family has brought a lawsuit against Greyhound, the Attorney General of Canada, and Vincent Lee. And Tim McLean is the victim, the man who was killed. However, the last update in 2018 said that case was in limbo, and there really hasn't been much of an update since then. Now, here's one, and I wouldn't say it's like a silver lining or anything like that, but I will just point out that while we were talking about this, we brought up that PETA tried to run an ad at the time comparing this crime to eating animals. And I believe I said, although I thought it was you, the newspaper said, "Go fuck yourself." And then we made a mug that said, "Go fuck yourself" on it.
Right.
And way back when, in 2016. So we are going to relaunch the Go Fuck Yourself mug as in the original design. So.
Okay, so next is my story. You mentioned how everyone knows about it in the episode. Which I guess, like, I was, like, embarrassed, but now I'm like, no, we do that now. We tell stories that everyone knows in our own special, horrible way.
Yeah, we weren't breaking the Albert Fish story,
No.
But I think that's one of those things, you and I have that connection where I suddenly am saying something where you're like, that's what I'm about to say.
Of all the people you would pick to mention, you mentioned that one.
I know.
It is very, very weird.
It is weird. Here's Georgia's story, Albert Fish. The Hulu original series Furious is now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+. From Liz Merriweather, the Emmy-nominated executive producer of Dying for Sex and The Dropout, comes a gripping psychological thriller.
Starring Emmy Rossum, Furious follows Alice Black, a rookie FBI agent on the hunt for Catherine, a mysterious and calculating female serial killer.
It's Alice's first case on the job, and she's already bitten off more than she can chew.
While Alice believes justice is achieved through law enforcement, Catherine has lost all faith in the legal system.
She's taken it upon herself to terrorize the rich and powerful men of New York in her pursuit of vengeance.
As Alice and Catherine's twisted game of cat and mouse unfolds, the lines between good and evil and right and wrong begin to blur.
With shocking crimes, tangled relationships, and secrets that change everything, Alice discovers there's a thin line between hunter and prey.
Watch the Hulu original series, Furious.
Now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus for bundle subscribers. Terms apply.
Goodbye.
There's always a point in the day when your feet decide they've had enough.
Especially if you've been running errands, traveling, or my favorite, just standing around.
And that's where Reef comes in.
Reef has been known for comfort since the 1980s. While many people think of their sandals first, they now make comfortable everyday shoes as well.
Like women's Neptune, a lightweight, everyday slip-on shoe with a crush-back heel so you can wear it traditionally or step on the heel and wear it like a slide.
It's lightweight and breathable, which makes a noticeable difference if you're on your feet for long stretches.
You know, we got some of these shoes.
I know, they're so cute.
They're super cute, but they are really lightweight. You don't think about that. Sometimes when I'm wearing like this heavy running shoes, they weigh your feet down. And these Reef ones are like super kicky and comfortable.
Check out the Neptune on reef.com. That's REEF, and redeem 15% off your first purchase.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Buying clothes is easy. That's why everyone's always doing it.
But finding clothes you actually want to wear is the hard part.
Get all your favorite elevated essentials at Quince.
Quince specializes in effortless, high-quality essentials like ultra-soft organic cotton and premium Mongolian cashmere sweaters. They're beautifully tailored and built to last. And it's not just apparel. Quince also brings that same everyday elevation to everything they offer, from hotel-quality bedding and bath to kitchen staples, essentials, and thoughtfully designed furniture.
They work directly with ethical factories, so you're paying for quality, not brand markup.
It's so true that they have wonderful items that aren't just clothes. I have like 3 of their 100% mulberry silk pillowcases. I've bought throws from there. I've bought bedding from there. And it is just as great quality as their clothes and super affordable.
Upgrade your everyday.
Download the Quince app for app-exclusive offers or go to quince.com/MFM. Get free shipping on your order and 365-day returns.
Now available in Canada and the UK too.
QUINCE.com/MFM.
Goodbye.
All right. So I did Albert Fish because it troubled me so much when I first heard about it, because I think it was his first kidnapping was in 1924. So yeah, his first kidnapping was in 1924, which is like one of the earliest recorded. Nope. It's just an early kidnapping, which I'm always fascinated with. Vintage
Oh, did you
crimes.
think I was arguing with you?
Yeah.
No, I was going like, holy fuck.
Oh, like nope. I thought you were shaking your head. No. I was like, no. Oh.
No, I was thinking about like, that's back before phone, probably most people had phones in their house,
Yeah.
right? This is like so early days of like, if a kid goes missing, they're like, they're at their friends. Well,
Yeah. And because especially, these are all, a lot of people are immigrants. Child labor is a thing. So kids aren't kids. They're tiny hands to do day labor with.
it's like the dark ages.
Yeah.
1924.
Yeah. In New York City.
Ugh.
So yeah. So it's actually, it's Hamilton Howard, quote, Albert Fish, born in 1870. He's known as the Gray Man, the Werewolf of Wisteria, the Brooklyn Vampire, the Moon Maniac, and the Boogeyman.
Oh, he's the boogeyman.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot about him.
Yes. So he was born, his mom put him into an orphanage pretty early, and he was immediately treated sadistically.
Oh,
So
no.
like he was like bred to be a serial killer.
Yeah.
Then he began to enjoy the physical pain, which is like, oh, you're double A serial. And then he remarked on his time at the orphanage, I was there till I was nearly 9, and that's when I got started wrong. We were unmercifully whipped. I saw boys doing many things that they should not have done. I don't know what accent I was going for in that whole entire thing.
I liked it. It was a light
was
British.
Thank you.
It was kind of like a Katharine Hepburn thing.
Oh, thank you.
High class.
Yeah. I'm wearing pants. So I'm going to paraphrase it. There's a lot of shit about him being into weird stuff like drinking urine and learning about eating bodies and how good it tasted, and like lots of little things like that. And
As a kid?
and as he grew up, he had 6 children that he never physically attacked, supposedly.
Wow.
Which is bananas. Although he did encourage them and their friends, how embarrassing would this be, to paddle his buttocks with the same nail-studded paddle he used to abuse himself. Sounds like a real fun guy.
Like, so you're at your friend's house, like, hey, come over and we'll play with this hoop and stick like we like to in
Right.
the 20s. And then the dad comes down and is like, guys, come over here.
Paddle my butt.
Oh, with nails in a board?
How did that even,
I'm telling.
Yeah. Yeah. So he got into raw meat. He started suffering from psychosis.
He got into raw meat.
He started eating raw meat because he was like obsessed with cannibalism. He felt that God was commanding him to torture and sexually mutilate children.
Ding, ding, red flag.
Hey, call the cops on yourself. Well, yeah. So the murder that really stuck out for me of him that I've always was so troubled with, and when I think back about murder, I think of this, was Grace Budd. Basically, Fish saw a classified ad in the Sunday edition of the New York World that read, young man, 18, wishes position in country. So he basically answered an ad for someone needing work in Manhattan. He visited the family under the pretense of hiring this guy, And later he confessed that he was actually going to kill this guy. And then he met the daughter, Grace Budd, and was like, nope, going to kill this one and eat her instead.
Oh.
So, let's see. He met Grace and he made up a story about having to attend his niece's birthday party. And this is the fucking time. They just let her go with this nicely dressed, probably old man.
Who came to their house to respond to a wanted ad?
Yeah, but he had come a couple times.
Okay.
Which is like trusted.
Best friends.
Yep. And like
Okay.
you let your kids go places and that thing of like always trusting authority.
Yeah, it's like, oh, he's got a pocket watch. Nothing can happen.
Yeah. Well, he convinced the parents to let Grace accompany him to the party that evening. And Grace left with fish and never returned. And then he sent them a fucking letter. I'm going to read a part of it.
Okay.
So he was talking about cannibalism and about the olden days and saying that there was a famine in China. Meat of any kind was from $1 to $3 a pound. So great was the suffering among the very poor that all children under 12 were sold for food in order to keep others from starving. A boy or girl under 14 was not safe in the street. You could go in any shop and ask for steak. And part of the naked body of a boy or girl would be brought out and just what you wanted cut from it. This is why I had a problem with cannibalism is the majority of it was with children.
Yes.
And
Sorry, this is his letter to the family?
This is word for word part of his letter.
I don't think I've ever read any of this before.
Let's fucking here. And then here's more. On Sunday, June 3rd, 1928, I called on you. I brought pot, cheese, and strawberries. We had lunch. Grace sat in my lap and kissed me. I made up my mind to eat her. On the pretense of taking her to a party, you said yes, she could go. I took her to an empty house in Westchester I had already picked out. There's some fucked up things about it that I'm not reading because they really troubled me.
Mm-hmm.
More so than him eating her.
No.
Basically, why am I reading this one?
Well, here's the thing about Albert Fish. You read those first two, you read the byline of Albert Fish, which is like cannibal molested and killed 400 children or whatever that crazy number is. You're going to get to this part no matter what.
He was a fucking sadist.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to torture and molestation and all of this.
And torturing the family.
Yeah. He wrote multiple letters to people, kids he had kidnapped their families. A psychiatrist described him as looking like a meek and innocuous little old man, gentle and benevolent, friendly and polite. If you wanted someone to entrust your child to, he would be the one you chose. And if you look him up, which you can, there's his mugshot and a couple shots from him in the court. He looks like a little old meek man.
I'm going to look him up right now.
Do it.
Just so I get the visual picture.
He boasted that he had children in every state and that one time stated that the number was about 100. It's not known whether he was referring to rapes or cannibalism, nor is it known if the statement was truthful. He confessed to molesting more than 400 children over 20 years and is believed to have murdered somewhere between 6 and 15 children.
Fuck.
He confessed to all these, and he was electrocuted. When he was electrocuted in Sing Sing, he said that the electrocution would be the supreme thrill of my life. Just before the switch
He was an
flipped,
asshole.
he was a fucking asshole.
He was an asshole.
Before the switch was flipped, he said, I don't even know why I'm here. And legend has it, and I think this isn't a legend, this is true, that his execution took longer because he was really into stuffing needles up his penis.
Oh, that's right.
And the numerous needles inserted into his privates disrupted the flow of electricity. How fucking orphanage and being raped and tortured as a child. Are you looking at him right now?
Yeah, but there's also people, this is why I love the internet. His face is very disturbing. The eyes are dead.
Yep.
Like the eyes are no good. But then people are making what look like inspirational posters.
Because he looks like Albert Einstein a little bit.
It's like it says none of us are saints. Albert Fish.
Oh God.
Is the quote.
He's a little Henry Ford-y looking.
Exactly.
So you wouldn't know.
Yeah. And he does look, his cheeks are all sunken.
Yeah.
So he looks like he couldn't do anything to anybody.
Totally.
He looks weak.
Totally.
That's hilariously hideous.
Man, I'm so glad we live in these days and times when you... Anyway.
Okay, we're back.
I mean, truly, I think one of the worst serial killers and stories, like one of the most, every page you read on Albert Fish, it gets grosser and weirder and more fucked up. But no one really talks about him because he was old.
Well, it's old-timey. He was old. I think it's also the glee he does this stuff in, and the joy he obviously takes from what he does is so horrific that it's made him, stick around. Like he's on all those lists of worst serial killers of all time because of that.
For sure.
So not many updates, but here's a quick corrections corner. As I stated, in May of 1928, Albert Fish saw a classified ad in the Sunday edition of the New York World in which 18-year-old Edward Budd had posted looking for work. Fish visited the Budd family pretending that he would potentially hire Edward. And during this visit, I said that he met Edward's daughter, but it was actually Edward's sister, Grace. And Grace, at the time, I didn't say it in the episode, but she was only 10 years old at the time that Fish abducted and murdered her. And then in November of 1934, so years later, Albert Fish sent his letter to the Budd family taunting them, which was ultimately what led police to finding him. And then he confessed to Grace's murder, and police were able to find her skull. And up until then, her family had held out hope that she was still alive.
6 years.
Yeah. That's
horrible.
A long time.
I mean, also, it's the kind of podcast, and true crime listeners know this very well, where every story we go, that is the worst.
Yes.
That is the worst.
Yes.
Because it is the worst in this moment. And how did this happen? All of that is the truth. It's just like none of these things are comparable. They're all these little explosions of absolute horrific human behavior.
Yeah, which is somehow what we're all so fascinated about.
Yeah.
Because we know it's there and we're not ready to ignore it. It would be so nice to stick our heads in the sand and be like, life is beautiful.
All old men are nice little old men. It's like they're not. And this is one of the examples, so you can just, I don't know, maybe prepare.
Yeah, Nazis get old.
Yeah.
Fucking pedophiles get old.
That's right.
So don't always... I remember saying that to my friend once who was really nice, and she was like, oh, look at that old man. And I think I said, pedophiles maybe he was a pedophile. It's like, why did I say that? Because I'm a murderino.
Because, yes, exactly. You have to remind people, if you walk through the world with that pie in the sky attitude, you're next.
Exactly. You got to watch that back.
Okay, it's time to go to the outro. Let's hear it.
Oh my Lord, that scared the shit out of me. Hi, Vince. Come in.
Hi.
Oh, we're talking about cannibals, and then the door unlocked, and and pizza came in. Hi.
That's how they get you. They open the door with a key.
Kara, did that scare you?
It scared me a lot.
Okay, I'm going to read you a couple things. Or should we save it for the mini-sode?
No, do it.
Okay. So I was watching a murder show today, 48 Hours on ID, and they said something that made me laugh. And so I put it on the Facebook group, and I said, does this make you guys laugh? What makes you laugh? And it was that they quote said, life seemed to move a little slower there when they were describing the town in which this fucking grisly murder happened.
Yes.
And I'm like, well, if life seems to move a little slower in your town, chances are someone's going to get murdered. And I said, what are other classic triggers? And here's what some people wrote. So the things that they say in these murders. So
yes.
Think of this as in Keith Morrison's voice. Quiet and unassuming means they're gonna be killing people. He mostly kept to himself. Is deaf a murderer?
Yeah.
This is what people wrote. She lit up a room when she walked in. You're gonna get murdered. He was such a nice guy. Totes murderer. She really did get along with everyone.
Murdered.
Vivacious. Murdered. Full of potential. Murdered as hell. Mm-hmm. Unassuming equals assume murder. Very successful father plus charity volunteering, tennis playing mom equals one of the kids is going to off them for the money.
Yes.
She had everything going for her. If someone has suffered years of bad luck and shitty life circumstances only to find that lately everything is working out and that life is indeed worth living, murder. Quote, from the outside, it was picture perfect equals dad is stealing money and everyone is about to be murdered.
Yes.
If she loves to run, she's going to get murdered.
Like jogging.
Yeah. She had just turned her life around. She got off drugs, got sober, and got a very good job equals she's a goner.
Yes.
Yeah. If he'd give you the shirt off his back, he's going to get murdered.
Yeah, he is.
Someone wrote, whirlwind romance equals Molly, you in danger, girl. Instant best friends with everyone. Never met a stranger means it says every Dateline opening ever. Never met a stranger. Meet a fucking stranger every now and then.
You
dude.
do it all. You know what? You should meet strangers. You're an idiot.
Someone says, it was such a nice night for sleeping with the windows open. And then I'll read one more. Oh, he loved her very much and wanted to show her the view from his favorite mountain peak / hiking trail. And so that your smile better not light up a room.
Oh, that's so true. My version of that, but it's not going to be the poetic version, but it's just basically the guy that's the doctor.
Yeah.
Any doctor on any of their shows.
Yeah. It's always the doctor.
They always kill everybody.
The like super nice doctor with the rich wife. No, maybe she's comes from a rich family and like, why are you getting in
through
debt?
medical school?
Yes.
Yeah. And then he's got a 21-year-old and he's going to kill his wife.
If one of the married couple got the other one into debt, the one who got into debt is going to kill the other one.
Yes. The one who owes. Yep.
Does the deed.
Yeah. Why not? Just kill him.
So that means everyone get into debt before your loved one can. So they don't kill you.
It's a race to the bottom.
If you're worth nothing to them, why would they kill you? And ask for no money when you divorce them. Otherwise, you're going to die.
That's hilarious.
This is what we learned.
That's like City Confidential isn't on anymore, but I used to love that one because the narrator was like, it was a sleepy little town.
Sleepy little enclave. It's always an enclave.
It was an enclave, and he always sounded a little drunk, which I loved. Well, that was that guy that was from Star Wars.
Was it really?
Yes.
Oh shit, I didn't know that. Well, should we tell everyone where to find us?
Yes.
Okay. We are at, what's your address?
My home address is Karen Kilgariff at Twitter.
Karen Kilgariff at Twitter. Hardstark at Twitter. We're at My Fave Murder.
My Fave Murder.
At Twitter. And then you can email us your hometown murder, which we're probably going to do a little episode eventually of a bunch of your stories at myfavoritemurder@gmail.com. And please join the Facebook group at My Favorite Murder Facebook group. I don't know. It's a closed group, so you have to join to fucking get into the murder action.
Oh, and here's an important thing that was making me laugh. People wrote this a lot. If you are from Canada or the UK or Europe of any kind, there's no you in favorite, you fool.
People kept writing, well, I didn't realize you guys spelled favorite incorrectly. I know, like, yeah, fair enough.
Fine.
I mean, we spelled it second, so.
All right. So before we get to potential titles, let's plug some merch. Wanna?
Oh, right. So if you want to get the Go Fuck Yourself mug, and you know you do, go to myfavoritemurder.com. If you wanted it back then and you didn't get it, if you're among the 2200, we should just start calling them the Facebook 2200. If you're a day one listener and that was merch you couldn't get at the time, we're going to slowly re-release merch.
Yeah. Go to myfavoritemurder.com to the store. Actually, the Facebook 2200 would be a good title for the episode.
Oh, yeah.
What's some others?
What are some other titles for this episode?
How about science podcasting? When I said that you needed to listen to 911 calls, and that's when I think I learned that you fucking can't.
And it was for the Facebook group for science.
Yeah, for science.
Georgia then said, do you see how cute my cat is? Which would be a great title. And it's kind of the theme of this, separate from true crime, kind of the theme of this podcast.
There's so many. There's the cats. Yeah, it's so true. Female ramblings. Oh, my God. Yeah, we kind of already did that in this Rewind episode.
That's true. Thank you for flying with us. When I was basically saying there's plenty of true crime podcast options out there.
Thank you. And then there's no you. Oh, yeah, we told all the people internationally that there's no you in favorite, which was so actually when we did Albert Hall in London, fucking epic location.
Yeah.
When we drove by, we were so excited because they had written My Favorite Murder on the marquee with the U, and we were like so into it. And then I guess when they found out that we said that, they changed it. And I was like, I really wanted a photo of that.
Yeah. That was the Albert Hall experience. I can remember almost every moment of it, and how doing Jack the Ripper, this slow sliding feeling of this was a gigantic fucking mistake.
No, it wasn't. It was great.
It was just, Albert Hall. Come on.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for listening to another episode of Rewind with Karen and Georgia. We are actually enjoying doing these.
I know. It's kind of It's the thing we like, which is
Yeah.
like, ooh, this is hard and weird and uncomfortable. We're going to be doing a bunch more.
Yeah. And instead of like worrying about our wrongs that we did, we can actually right them a little bit.
Well, we can talk about them.
Yeah. We can apologize to Kulop.
I mean, first of all, she would not give a shit. She was probably like, I knew you didn't mean me.
Yeah.
She's
Or
that
like,
kind of person.
I've never listened to your podcast.
Yeah,
More
exactly. She's like, I've never heard about this. Don't worry about it. It does feel good to be able to like sweep up though after things like that.
That's what it is. If you like this podcast, rate, review, and subscribe, and maybe we'll be number 75 on that comedy podcast chart someday.
And until then, stay sexy.
And don't get murdered.
Goodbye.
Elvis, do you want a cookie?
Hey, everybody. Here's the thing about other home security systems. They're all designed for after the window breaks, after someone's inside, after you get the notification, after the police come. SimpliSafe is the first system designed for before, stopping a break-in before it even begins.
That's right. Unlike traditional security systems that only alert you after a break-in is already underway, SimpliSafe is designed to help prevent the crime before it starts. Their cameras can detect suspicious activity at the perimeter and alert live U.S.-based agents. Then SimpliSafe's agents assess the threat, intervene, speak through the camera to scare off the intruders, and call for 911 dispatch.
That's right, and SimpliSafe has been protecting your world for 20 years, everybody. So celebrate their anniversary and save 60% on your new SimpliSafe system at simplisafe.com/stuff. That's 60% off, you guys, at simplisafe.com/stuff. Plus, when you order, write in our show name and the How Did You Hear About Us survey to let them know that we sent you. Don't forget, there's no safe like SimpliSafe.
This may surprise you, but clothes that feel good and look good don't have to be mutually exclusive.
Designs that make you feel as good as you look is what Hill House is known for.
Hill House Home invented the viral nap dress.
Hill House makes fun, versatile fashion that elevates your look. I now own 3 nap dresses. I love them. They're so comfy and cute. Pockets for days. You know, get 15% off your first order of $100 or more at hillhousehome.com with code MFM15.
That's MFM15 for 15% off at hillhousehome.com.
Goodbye. The kids are back in school. Now it's your turn to head back to the beach.
During Cheap Caribbean's Back to Beach sale, save $200 site-wide on vacation packages of 4 nights or more with code 200BEACH.
Trade school drop-offs for beach walks, lunch boxes for beach bars, and your daily routine for adults-only relaxation.
Use code 200BEACH and get more beach for less money.
Book your beach vacay today at cheapcaribbean.com. Goodbye.
Hey.